I'm Senior Director of Facility Management and appreciate everybody coming out. Today we're going to be presenting Cedar Valley campus with the Tree Campus Higher Education Designation. It's a ceremony that's very important and dear to our sustainability program. I'd like to acknowledge our distinguished guest that's up here on up here in the chairs on the podium. First and foremost, our Chancellor, Dr. Justin Lonon. Our President for the Cedar Valley campus, Dr. Joseph Seabrooks. And then we have two guests that's worked with us for quite some time, Wettengel and Mr. Mike Sims, and I'll say more about them as they come up to speak. Also, Dr. Maria Boccalandro will be presenting some awards to our students today, so very important stuff. Before we get started, I want to recognize a few people. I really want to recognize our Dallas College Sustainability Group. It's headed up and directed by our Senior Director, Garrett Rosser. Where's Garrett? There he is, right out there. Thank you. On his team, we got Ted Spradlin. Neil Kaufman, is he here? Oh, there you are, Neil. Mr. John Wilk, that works with us. And then, last but not least, I always want to introduce separately Miss Sonia Ford, and I'd like to embarrass her a little bit. Yeah, Sonia has been working with sustainability for at least 10 years, maybe longer. We worked together at the Richland campus for years. She does a great job. She puts these kind of programs together. She organizes the student green teams, the faculty green teams. She's built relationships with Texas A&M Forestry or Texas Trees Foundation, City of Dallas, just a lot of organizations. So she works hard behind the scenes. It's very important to what we do in our sustainable programs. We call her Sonia the Magnificent, if you didn't know. But she does a really good job. Also would like to take the moment to introduce or recognize our team here at our facilities team here at Cedar Valley. Very important to me. The group has just done a phenomenal job with their campus. As you see the backdrop here with the lake, it's just beautiful. And if you didn't know, just recently the Cedar Valley Facility Management Campus of the Year. So I want to give them a big round of applause for that. I'd like to single out Mr. Joe Hayes. Where's Joe? He's back there. He and his team do a fabulous job just keeping all this acreage neat and clean, and they do just a great job. I'd also like to recognize Dr. Raghu Kanakala, right back there, for allowing his faculty to work with their sustainable teams on a lot of the living labs. They do just a great job. So really appreciate that and appreciate you being here today. First, we're going to ask Dr. Joe Seabrooks to come up and say some welcoming remarks, and then we'll move on with our program. Dr. Seabrooks.
Thank you, Ken. Well, good afternoon. Is this thing on? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Listen, I am thrilled to have the honor and privilege to be a part of receiving this very prestigious and necessary recognition. But as I look and scan the audience, as I see the young people, directly to you for just a moment, you know, the most important thing to me, my purpose in life, is to help individuals find the tools, the fortitude, and the belief to discover their pathway to prosperity. And oftentimes when we talk about prosperity, we financial terms. But I will tell you, when you have established prosperity, there's a unique opportunity to hand down an inheritance. And what we have been handed down, our inheritance is this magnificent planet. And the commitment that Dallas College has had from day one, with a little bit of pushing from people like Dr. Boccalandro, we have made a commitment to protect that inheritance. And so you all have the same responsibility as you go and be prosperous in your choosing field to make sure that those who are less fortunate be able to benefit from the fruits of your labor. And so I just want to just say how peacock proud I am to have the opportunity to receive this recognition today. And I want to acknowledge again our illustrious Chancellor. I want to say thank you to our student green team for their phenomenal efforts. Without you, none of our work would be possible. And I know she's not here yet, but I want to acknowledge the great Dr. Brenda Floyd. And I want to share how much I appreciate our invested in faculty and advisors who make this all possible. And I know they've just been thanked, but none of this happens without our phenomenal facilities crew. They work tirelessly in the rain, in the sun, in the heat, and I can always count on them to greet me with a wave and a smile, because you can tell that they do their work with love in their hearts. And so we don't take that for granted. We don't take you for granted. And we deeply appreciate all that you do to make Dallas, and watch that be, to make Dallas College the institution that it is. Thank y'all so much, and I appreciate y'all being here. Y'all take care.
Thank you, Dr. Seabrooks. Really appreciate that. Next, I'm going to ask Eric Wettengel to come up, give a little bio on him. Eric is the Urban Forestry Manager at the Texas Trees Foundation. He has been an ISA certified arborist for over 6 years, finding his calling as a municipal urban forester, a graduate of Tarrant County College, the University of Texas, and Texas State University. Eric is a true Texas native that champions the planting and preservation of native Texas trees for a greener and cooler future. He is also a trustee of the Texas Historic Tree Coalition, helping to save our history and the trees that have witnessed it across the state. So, Eric.
Afternoon, everybody. As I just said, my name is Eric Wettengel. I'm the Urban Forestry Manager at Texas Trees Foundation. And thank you all for being here today to celebrate such a wonderful occasion as getting the status of a tree campus. It is a pretty big deal, so it's congratulations to everybody who put in the work to get this done. It's an honor to speak on behalf of Texas Trees Foundation and share a bit about our mission, our partnership with Dallas College, and the important impact trees have on our lives and communities. So first off, the Texas Trees Foundation is a nonprofit organization with a simple but powerful goal: to enhance and expand the urban forests throughout Texas, planting trees in our parks and public green spaces. And our vision extends to creating healthier, more beautiful environments with the aim of building more sustainable cities for current and future generations. By strategically planting trees and focusing on urban forestry, we're reducing heat, combating air pollution, and fostering a sense of connection between people and nature. For over 20 years now, Dallas College has been an invaluable partner to Texas Trees Foundation. Together, we have worked to create a greener, healthier future for everyone, not just the students that walk the many Dallas College campuses. This partnership has allowed us to make a real difference, especially through initiatives like the TXU Energy Urban Tree Farm and Education Center up at the Richland campus. Not at least one person's been up there before. If y'all haven't been up there, I recommend going up there and for a volunteer day or something like that and checking out the tree farm. The tree farm has served as not only a place to grow trees, but as a hands-on education hub, teaching students and staff about the importance of trees in urban settings, sustainable practices, and the roles we each play in environmental stewardship. The hands-on experiences gained at this center have educated and inspired students to become advocates for greener spaces, sustainable practices, and healthier communities. They leave Dallas College with not only a degree, but with knowledge about urban forestry and conservation, carrying forward the values of environmental stewardship into their future career and communities. The Texas Trees Foundation Dallas College's partnership is built on a shared belief that our campus and communities can be a powerful catalyst for environmental change. Over these 2 decades, we've made strides in incorporating green spaces and natural landscapes into academic life, recognizing that trees play a vital role in supporting college campuses. The benefits of trees on college campuses extend beyond just beauty. They offer shade, help reduce stress, and improve air quality, creating a healthier and more conducive learning environment for everyone on campus. Research shows that green spaces and tree cover positively affect mental well-being, a crucial resource for both students and staff. None of this would have been possible without the steadfast support of Dallas College's leadership, the dedication of Dallas College staff, and the hard work of countless students, volunteers, and community partners. I want to extend a special thank you to Chancellor Lonon, Dr. Seabrooks, and all of the Dallas College staff who have supported our shared initiatives over the years. You have helped make our shared dreams reality, turning ideas into action and visions into green landscapes that benefit everybody. Thank you all for the commitment towards this goal, your partnership, and your shared dedication to making Texas a place where green spaces thrive and communities flourish. Here's to the next 20 years of growing, educating, and inspiring together. Thank you all.
Thank you, Eric. Next, we'll hear from Mr. Mike Sims, forester for the Texas A&M Forest Services. Mike has been a regional urban forester for the Texas A&M Services Dallas region for 7 years. He graduated from Stephen F. Austin University in 1995 with a BS in forestry and has been an International Society of Arboricultural Certified Arborist since 1997. He has received accreditation as a certified forester and board certified master arborist for the Society of American Foresters and International Society of Arboriculture, respectively. He is a private pilot and volunteers with the Civil Air Patrol. He and his wife of 23 years, Jenny, also enjoy traveling and being at home with their pets, Keela and Captain Hastings. So let me present Mike Seals.
Thank you, Ken. So I am to explain what the Tree Campus Higher Education Program is all about, and so it's kind of a spin-off from the Arbor Day Foundation's Tree City USA program, which they recognize communities for doing things. Recognize them for doing for things they're already doing in the community as far as taking care of their trees and and when you count each tree, that's your urban forest, and so that's what we call arboriculture and urban forestry. We use those terms together, and so my title is urban forester, and then we also reach out and train arborists, professional arborists in the areas and across the state of Texas. But the Tree Campus Higher Education is it's like I said, it's a spinoff of Tree City USA, and it's got 5 standards. You need to have a Tree Campus Advisory Committee, which are made up of students and faculty. The second standard is a campus tree care plan, and that is just identifying your trees on a specific campus and having a plan of attack to address the issues that come up with those trees. Standard 3 is campus tree program with dedicated annual expenditures. So we want to see some money being spent towards it, some effort. You can't appreciate something unless you dole out some dollars for it, right? And then standard 4 is an Arbor Day observance, which is what this is. And they had one. So this first year they had an observance at the Richland campus, and then they're having a similar observance here at this campus, Cedar Valley campus, and so that's unique. That to me, that is progress. I've known Sonia for 7 years, and ever since I got onto the Forest Service here, and she's worked really hard to get this program going and keep it going. And sometimes, folks just don't see all those efforts, but she's been working really hard at it. And so I know everyone on a first name basis: Ken, Sonia, and so before I forget, the last standard is a service learning project. That's where we get the students involved. And with as far as the Forest Service is concerned, that's what Arbor Day is about. It's not about the adults. It's about the students. It's about the youth of our state and getting them engaged in natural resources. And so I'm going to kind of divert a little bit here. So I was thinking to myself, what are we trying to achieve with this program? I was talking to Sonia this morning about coming out here, and she's like, well, we need buy-in. And so, Chancellor, we asked for your buy-in. So to get that buy-in, so student engagement is our first thing. We want to get students involved. We want them to plant the trees with us. Plant the trees, learn how to do it properly, learn how to take care of the trees, learn all the economics involved in trees. I went to forestry school at Stephen F. Austin. I didn't know anything about forestry. I didn't know anything about trees. That's specifically why I wanted to do it. I'm pretty much a mechanic. My family background is mechanics. And I wanted to learn something else. I was involved in Boy Scouts, and I wanted to just broaden my scope, my knowledge. And so this topic of buy-in, we have to get that not only from the education administrators, we need that from you, the students. And we need your buy-in. We want, and the only way to do that is to get you, the students, engaged. And when you leave this campus, when you do your education, your studies, and you go on, what the administrators and education folks, professors want to see is they want to see you walk out of here well-rounded. Well-rounded, being able to talk the lingo of what you studied, but also talk about other things as well. And getting out in nature helps you do that, helps you appreciate, like Dr. Seabrooks was saying, the environment around us. And then another thing about the opportunity you have here is to build professional relationships. And the green team, this opportunity to be stakeholders and have a voice in where trees are planted and how the campus is taken care of, that helps you build relationships with your student body and like-minded folks. And if those two things are kind of taken care of, if your administrator sees that you're walking out here well-rounded and having those and have built those professional relationships, I think you're going to get the buy-in, would you not? So I just wanted to expand on that a little bit today, and I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mike and Eric. I can't tell you how much they work tirelessly with not only just Sonia, but our faculty. They was involved with the Richland campus for years. I got to know them being the director there, and they just do tremendous work, and they're so sincere and dedicated to what they do, so we appreciate them. Next, I would like to ask Dr. Boccalandro to come up and introduce our next speaker, who will do some presentations. So with that,
thank you so much. Thank you. Well, it's great to be here at Cedar Valley. I miss you when I'm at Northlake. I see some honor students, HSO, Green Club. I'm so glad. like to say that our relationship with the Texas Tree Foundation goes all the way back to 2014-15. 50 trees, 25 hardwoods and 25 pears and apple trees. We planted that on a very cold fall day, and the students gave names to their trees. I remember mine is called Abe because it's a very tall pear tree. It's still there. But actually what happened, trees need to be watered for 5 years, and when we went to COVID, we lost a lot of our trees. And so we're so privileged to receive a new donation of almost 40 trees. I want to thank the students. Planting a tree is something that's hard, but when you come back to our campus, you're going to be able to identify the tree that you planted, and it's very, very cool. I'd like to present, I'm the advisor, a co-advisor to the Green Club here at Cedar Valley. I've never let it go. I love being here with the students, moving this campus to be every day more sustainable. We've gotten 2 awards, one in the American Association of Sustainability in Higher Education. We got the Community Engagement Award. And then as Dr. Seabrooks came in, we got the American Association of Sustainability in Higher Education, and we also got the AACC. So we got 2 awards that year. And that gave us $10,000, and we were able to bring students from Yale University to come and work with us, and we were able to take 3 students to Yale. So this is a campus traditionally known for the sustainability effort. We have a tradition here where the president, Dr. Joe Seabrooks, is giving awards in 3 categories: student, operations, which are employees that are in operations because we need the students to work with facilities and operations, and then a faculty is also elected. These are awards from 2023, but we didn't have the possibility of giving them up, so we had to reprint them with new dates, but here we are, and I'd like to introduce Dr. Brenda Floyd. She is my co-advisor for the Green Club and the one that does the great work with the students. Dr. Floyd.
Thank you, Dr. Boccalandro. It's nice to see everyone here today, and it's great to finally have an opportunity to recognize a lot of the people who have helped make this possible. Dr. Boccalandro, we would not have had this at all if she hadn't been working and helping a long time ago to get our environmental learning areas going. Thank you, Dr. Seabrooks, for all of the support that you have given to us. And Texas Tree Foundation, thank you, because not only did you give the original 50, last year you donated 9 trees. So, very happy. And Sonia Ford, we would not have gotten this designation without her hard work. But I really want to talk to the people who wound up with soil underneath their fingernails. Okay. To begin with, Mr. Neil Kaufman. He came up and came out and very kindly lent his expertise. Not only was he couldn't keep himself from helping us move some of the very large trees that Texas Tree Foundation donated. He also helped us deal with root-bound trees and other problems that we really had not anticipated. Dr. Jean I.
Yeah, we got to take a picture. Then come up like this. You got it.
Okay. Dr. Jean I, who I do not see here today, has been very helpful and instrumental in working in the garden and just helping get things going, along with Sandra Goodwin, who is also not here today, and just have been very helpful. Mr. Joe Hayes. Day, I had about 23 students helping plant the 6 of the hardwood trees. But my students had to leave. It was getting ready to rain. It was extremely windy. We had trees that were at least 10 feet tall. But Joe and his crew came out, helped me, I'm by myself, helped me stake the trees and get them upright, and we would not have had those 6 trees survive if it had not been for the help of the facilities crew. Daryl Phillips, who has been our water god. And considering the first 50 trees were all hand watered, to have irrigation has been a total blessing, and the reason why we wound up with trees today. The other person I really want to recognize is a student who is not even a Cedar Valley student. He is at Richland and at Brookhaven. He came out and he helped us plant the original fruit trees and the hardwood trees that were donated last year. And so I just really think he is an example of how our one college is coming together. Because even though he was on another campus, he still felt invested enough to come out and help us with our projects. There are other people that truly need to be acknowledged, just are not getting an award today, but again, especially facilities people, thank you so much. Thank you. But yes, got that. And finally, we have some current Green Team members here. Unfortunately, a lot of our students are in class, but if my Green Team students would stand. And take a good look at their faces, because I want you to look at the flyer. These students were juniors last year, and they were coming out to help us plant. And so, and they're back this year as officers to guide our next efforts. So thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Floyd and Dr. Boccalandro. Next, we'll hear from our Chancellor. He'll have some remarks for us, and then he'll actually do the presentation to our President, Dr. Seabrooks. Chancellor.
Well, thank you, Kim. Thank you all for taking time to be here today. Let me start with, you look at this beautiful campus around here, and that doesn't just happen. It takes the hard work and dedication of so many. So again, let's give another round of applause for this amazing facilities team, everything they do every day. Thanks each and every one of you. And this is representative of Dallas College. Across the college, at all of our campuses, we have dedicated teams to ensure that not only are the campuses beautiful, but that they're functional for students and for faculty and staff and community members. And clearly we're focused on sustainability. And sustainability, I will tell you, nearly 20 years ago, there was a ragtag bunch that created a green team that wasn't even a recognized, organized group within the college at the time. And so Sonia and Maria and Georgianne Moss and others through the years that were just coming together from all of the campuses to focus on these issues. And I had the privilege for a long time serving as the executive sponsor of that ragtag group that then turned into what it is today. And so I appreciate the dedication of so many that have been on this journey for so long to keep us focused on sustainability issues. That leads us, to some of this conversation today as Cedar Valley officially becomes designated and recognized as a national tree campus with the Arbor Day Foundation for best tree management practices. So, round of applause for that. That's a huge deal. And so thank you to our partners that you've heard from, Eric and Mike and Ken and so many others that support this work every day. So I know it's probably getting warm out there, so I'll wrap up my remarks with the reason that we're all here. I'd like to ask Dr. Seabrooks to come on up as I formally present this recognition to him. Again, with Dallas College, Cedar Valley campus being designated as a tree campus by the Arbor Day Foundation program. Congratulations. Take it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Lonon. Appreciate that. Okay, you see all these refreshments over here. We have one last thing before we can dive in, and that's to take a photo right over here. We're going to hold up this banner and take everybody that we can possibly get in at this picture so we can present that to the Arbor Foundation so we can show we actually had this event today. But one more thing that I want to present to Dr. Seabrooks and Dr. Lonon. It's a hat each. We'll get some pictures for sure. Regina, get their photos.
I know, right? I missed that. Just a second, she's gonna get it. Wait.
Okay.
Okay, let's all move up this way. We'll have the backdrop of the trees and everything behind us. We will hold up this banner and take some photos.
Can you see us all?
I think so.
Panoramic, yeah, they do it.
Okay. All right, got you.
All right.